Hey YouTube, it's me, it's your girl Tiffany, aka TT, aka or BKA Lola Marie. I just wanted to give y'all an update. It's been so long since I've even made a video for YouTube because I haven't had the time being in school and working. But as of yesterday, I was fired for choosing my education over being there. I know there are previous times where my attendance has gotten in the way because of transportation. I didn't have a way to work, but I would find a way or even call my job to ask them if they would come and get me because they wanted me to be there so bad. Well, this particular time, I had to actually catch the bus to work. Never intended on calling off because I thought my schoolwork would, I would be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? But the presentation that I was working on, I had a presentation that was due Friday morning. Thursday afternoon, I had to be to work. And mind you, when you're catching the bus to work, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this, but you have to leave at least 1 to 2 hours early, depending on how many buses that you catch. So this time around, I was at school, and I was working on my presentation that I had due the next morning. So I called around 2 o'clock to my job to let them know that I would not be able to come in. I was working in the pharmacy. Why? First of all, why would you even put me in the pharmacy when I work in the front end? I'm a pharmacy cashier, but there's nothing, after 9 o'clock, there's nothing for me to do. I can't type scripts. I can't, fill prescriptions, none of that, and nobody took the time to ever teach me, even though I wanted to work back there. Rite Aid for you. You just suck, okay? So anyway, I called around 2 o'clock to let them know that I wouldn't be coming in because my certification and my grades depended on this presentation. Then Eric calls me back, which is the store manager, and says, why can't you come in? I said, because I have to do a presentation that is due in the morning. I have to create slides and everything for it. Not to mention that I had other schoolwork that had to be done. So he says, okay, and I says, okay, and I hang up. So but before he hung up, he asked me, so why can't you do it tomorrow when you're off? I said, because it's due in the morning, okay? So it wasn't like I planned on calling off, but I chose to do my education because I really want the certification so I could get the hell up out of Rite Aid because they're not treating me right. Been there for 6 years. 6 years still in the same position. And I go to my boss every time and tell him that I want to do this and do this, but he tells me that I'm too slow, so he gives it to his favorites. Okay? But the only reason I wouldn't be slow if you would let me do this shit that I be asking to do. But instead, you give me the stupid job, which is to, fill the liquor, do this. You give me the manly jobs that the stock person is supposed to do. Well, if all you wanted me to do was fucking stand there and look cute behind the register, I had no problem in that. But you wasn't paying me enough money to do them stupid-ass jobs that you was giving me. So, I think he's sexist, too. But anyway, so, yeah, I called and I was like, I'm not coming in, and then we had the conversation, boo, boo, wah, wah, whatever. So Saturday when I go to work, which was yesterday, when I go to work, I punch in, and I'm ready to work. I hate when they do that and waste your time instead of just telling you that you're fired the day before or let you punch in thinking you about to get ready to go to work and then want to call you into the office. It's so dumb to me, you know what I'm saying? If I'm fired, I'm fired. Just let me know before I even waste my time trying to get there and everything else. But anyway, he called me. I came up to the front, and I was like, well, can I see my schedule? So he's like, yes, you can, and then you can have a seat. And so we go in the office, and I have a seat. I'm looking at my schedule. So then he tells me about my attendance, talking about this is the 8th time, and you have met the company standards about attendance and being at work and everything like that, although you've been excused a couple times. What? You excused me? One time you excused me medically because I had an abscess under my arm, as big as the motherfucking, I don't know, Mount Rushmore, as big as Mount fucking Rushmore. And on my way to work, the motherfucker busted. So I'm like, I can't go to, and it stinks. I can't go to work like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm going to be a little late. I had to go home, patch it up, and come back to work. Change my bandage and come back to work. And take off the shirt that it messed up. So you want to excuse me, fine. I guess that was one of the medical, excuses that he gave me or whatever like that. Then there was another time he excused me because we were on my way to work. I don't have transportation, so any transportation that I can get, I appreciate. So at the time, my girlfriend was helping me out with her car. So on the way to work, the tire blew out. So I called and said, I'm going to be late. And the lady was the assistant manager was asking me, well, do you know how late you're going to be? And I'm like, well, no, I don't know how late I'm going to be because right now they're waiting on her brother. She doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? Then when I get there, he tells me that he excuses that. But you couldn't excuse the time that I was on my way to work and fucking got caught in traffic and it was raining. So, of course, when you're on 75 or 94, when you're on 75, everybody's trying to merge onto fucking 94 and shit and causing traffic and stuff, and you don't want to excuse that, but you would write me up for that. You know what I'm saying? Then when I come to work, the day that we had the tire blowout, he says, you have your tow truck excuse. What the fuck type of shit is that? I'm with somebody else. Okay? They're dropping me off at work so you can have your employee here. I'm trying to get to work so I can make my money. I tell you, Rite Aid just don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's so fucking stupid. And I wish everybody that worked there luck because they seem like they hiring and firing people left to right. That's why so many people quitting. So, when you say Rite Aid, are you hiring? And they tell you no, that's some bullshit and ass lie. They hiring people that used to work there or work there. They hire people that they know. Like this one girl that just got hired. She just got hired there, and the only reason she got hired is because her brother used to work there, but he works next door too, which is at the T-Mobile. And I guess he pulled some strings or whatever and talked to Eric and got her in the pharmacy. Now, what type of shit is that? The other girl, the other little pharmacy cashier got hired because her friend used to work at our store. There's two other people that got hired because their friend works at our store. Isn't that crazy? So let you be one of the people that don't really know nobody at Rite Aid that come in and ask, are you hiring? They're going to tell you no. Rite Aid ain't shit. It never was and never will be. That's why half of them motherfuckers closing down. But I'm going to be all right, okay? Because Rite Aid consumed my life for 6 fucking years and I still ain't been able to get into a higher position or make more money. Fuck y'all, all right? That's how I feel about it.